City of Yucaipa, California, and beyond. I'm Andrew Russ, a registered dietitian working with the City of Yucaipa, California's Healthy Yucaipa Committee to bring you a series of nutrition education videos that will help the whole family to understand how to make healthy diet choices that can reduce the risk of obesity and other nutrition-related disease. Today's video is the fourth in a series of 6 videos that can help you and your family understand the basics of good nutrition. Today's lesson is about eating healthy on a budget. Eating healthy is difficult enough, but trying to do it on a tight budget can seem nearly impossible. Today's lesson will help you develop the tools necessary to reduce your food costs while increasing the nutritional value of the meals you prepare. The first step to learning how to eat healthy on a budget is to learn how to build a healthy plate. One of the easiest ways to build a healthy plate is to use the USDA's MyPlate. MyPlate shows us that a healthy plate contains foods from 5 different categories: fruit, vegetable, grain, protein, and dairy. As you can see on the screen, fruits and vegetables should take up at least half of your healthy plate. Most people need between 2 to 3.5 cups of vegetables and 1.5 to 2.5 cups of fruit per day. Grains should make up just over 1/4 of a healthy plate. Strive to make as many of these grains come in the whole grain form, such as brown rice or whole wheat bread. Protein should make up just less than 1/4 of your healthy plate and should contain the leanest sources possible. Lean proteins include beans, tofu, and lean cuts of meat like skinless chicken, turkey, and fish. Dairy is important because it's a great source of calcium. You should try to include 1 serving of dairy in each meal. For more detailed information on how to build a healthy plate, check out Healthy Yucaipa's other nutrition video called My Plate Education. Now that we understand what a healthy plate is, let's discuss how we can build a healthy plate while sticking to a budget. One of the simplest ways to build a healthy plate is to follow the 3 P's. The 3 P's are plan, purchase, and prepare. The first step in planning is to pick the meals and snacks that you want for the week. Shopping weekly seems to be the best way to incorporate fresh foods into your meals. If you shop less frequently, you will likely have to rely on more frozen and canned foods. While you're planning, check for sales and coupons that you get in the mail and incorporate discount items into your meals for the week. After you do that, make a grocery list based on the meals planned. Try to include meals that can stretch expensive items like stews, casseroles, or stir-fries. Finally, include cheap proteins like beans and tofu to help bring down the cost of your healthy plate. Now that we have planned out meals, we move to our next P, purchase. This may seem simple, but there are some important things we can do to ensure we stick to our menu and shopping list. The first tip for purchasing food is to not shop when you're hungry. If you've ever gone shopping when you're hungry, I'm sure you've noticed that everything seems to look so good, especially snack foods that are ready to eat. Be careful because these foods are usually the least healthy choice and the most expensive. Next, go when you're not in a hurry. Budget shopping takes time and thought. If you go when you don't have much time, you are less likely to get the best items for your meals. When comparing items, don't be afraid to buy store brands if they are cheaper. One way to quickly compare items is by using the unit price if available. This is usually found right next to the price of the item and shows the price in volume or weight, so that the true cost of an item is easy to understand and compare. Buy the items you commonly use and the items that will stay good for a long time in bulk to help you save money. When it comes to produce, buy in season products to get the cheapest price. These are usually the items on sale. Avoid prepared foods. Whether it's ready-to-eat foods or pre-cut vegetables, these foods will almost always end up costing you more money. You can always save money by buying foods in their most whole form. Finally, consider canned and frozen. Sometimes frozen or canned foods can be a great deal, and you don't have to worry about them going bad as fast. Now that we have purchased our food, let's get to our third P, prepare. Now that we have put all this time and effort into planning healthy meals, the last thing we want to do is go somewhere else to eat. Limit eating out because it's the most expensive way to eat. You may be able to get a value meal for about $5, but I bet that meal doesn't contain all the components of a healthy plate like we discussed. If you're trying to save time, pre-cook meals whenever possible. You could do this by making 2 or 3 times what you need at any given meal and freezing the rest. Another option is to incorporate leftovers into your next meal. Finally, don't leave out the vegetables and whole grains. These are the cheapest and most nutritious foods on your plate, and they help to stretch expensive ingredients like meat and dairy. Now that we've learned the basics of eating healthy on a budget, let's talk about how to get started. Start by gradually increasing the amount of meals you purchase and prepare. It's obvious that if you currently buy nothing but TV dinners, you can't expect to change overnight. Start by preparing 1 more meal per week than you currently prepare. Over time, work your way up to most or all days. You could start with easy meals and gradually move to meals made more from scratch. Some examples of this are switching from pre-prepared lasagna to homemade lasagna, or switching from canned or jarred spaghetti sauce to homemade spaghetti sauce. Finally, find ways to make your meals healthier and cheaper. Try buying whole chicken instead of just chicken breast, or try using whole veggies instead of pre-cut veggies. That concludes this month's video, but be sure to follow us for future videos brought to you by the City of Yucaipa, California's Healthy Yucaipa Committee. Thank you.